Michael Bungay Stanier, How to Start, Get Clear, Get Confident, and Get Going. Welcome to the summary of How to Start, Get Clear, Get Confident, and Get Going by Michael Bungay Stanier. This book provides valuable insights and tips on how to improve and master your conversation skills. Through understanding body language, learning how to use soften technique, discovering various conversation styles, and honing your listening abilities, you will be better equipped to connect with others and make lasting impressions. The book also emphasizes the importance of building trust, finding hot-button topics, and navigating difficult situations in conversations to maintain fruitful relationships. Dive in and explore how you can enhance your communication skills and make new connections with ease.
Mastering body language. Our body language speaks as loudly as our words. It's crucial to be aware of our nonverbal communication, as it can impact how approachable we appear to others. To convey openness and interest, we can practice the soften technique: smile, open arms, forward lean, touch, eye contact, and nod. A genuine smile makes us appear more approachable, while eye contact indicates that we're actively present in the conversation. To appear receptive, we can lean slightly forward and nod to show our interest. It's also important to pay attention to our own body language and avoid closed-off postures like crossing our arms or avoiding eye contact. By being mindful of our body language and using techniques like soften, we can improve our communication skills and make positive connections with others. Master the art of small talk. Building connections and initiating small talk can seem intimidating, but it doesn't have to be. The key to successfully striking up conversations with strangers is to prepare ahead of time by planning potential discussion topics and entering the room with open body language. When approaching someone, introduce yourself and make a connection by discussing your affiliation with the host or commenting on the event's decor or food. Engage in active listening and keep the conversation going by asking open-ended questions that encourage further discussion. Look for shared interests and hot-button topics that can fuel an extended conversation. Remember to express your interests and preferences to build meaningful connections and be a friendly listener in return. With practice, you can become a master of small talk and build valuable connections in any social setting. Mastering the art of conversation. Effective communication involves active listening, summarizing, and asking open-ended questions. Ritual questions help reveal personal information, while small talk is a fundamental part of building relationships. To improve recall, repeat names and visualize them. Being willing to share your opinions and feelings allows people to connect with the real you, but be mindful of excessive secrecy or oversharing. Avoid complaints and gossip, and be attentive to body language to participate fully in conversations and make meaningful connections. Mastering the art of conversation. Learn how to engage in effective conversations by stepping out of your comfort zone, showing respect, and finding common ground with your conversation partner. Effective communication is essential in building successful relationships, both personal and professional. However, starting a conversation may feel daunting for some, especially when faced with unfamiliar surroundings or new people. The key is to step out of your comfort zone and use your surroundings as a starting point for conversation. Look around and observe your environment, identify the people, and find commonalities that can spark a conversation. Doing so helps you feel less self-conscious and better able to connect with others. Respect for others is another vital factor that contributes to effective communication. Without using any words, our attitudes and feelings can be communicated through how we listen to other people's ideas. Therefore, listening attentively is essential. Hot-button topics, the areas of interest or special events that the other person enjoys discussing, can be discovered by engaging in small talk and asking probing questions. This allows you to have give-and-take exchanges, where you spend an equal amount of time speaking and listening. Good conversation is like playing a game of catch. First, one person has the conversational ball and talks, and then after a while, tosses the conversation to the other person. However, people can be uncomfortable with new ideas and perspectives that challenge their beliefs. Therefore, finding common ground with your conversation partner is an essential part of building a connection. Remember, people are not mind readers, and unless you tell or show them your interests, views, or opinions, they won't know. Short or disinterested answers indicate that your conversation partner doesn't want to discuss the subject you've raised. In this case, be ready to change the topic. Finally, be aware of how your words and actions can make others feel or how they might respond. Don't assume that the person you're speaking with has the same background information as you do. Instead, convey respect, ask for people's opinions, and start with easy conversation starters. Remember, the more you listen attentively, remember key words and hot-button subjects, the more robust and meaningful your discussion will be. In conclusion, the art of conversation requires stepping out of your comfort zone, showing respect, and finding common ground with your conversation partner. Effective conversations can be built by starting with small talk, identifying hot-button topics, actively listening, and respecting the other person's opinions. Above all, remember that good conversation is like playing catch, so be willing to toss the conversational ball to the other person. Mastering conversations. The importance of having conversations and avoiding arguments is highlighted in this book. The book suggests that conversations don't have winners and losers, and it is essential to see things from other people's perspective, even if you disagree with them. It advises to describe your opinions clearly and respect other people's opinions, and be open to change and good ideas, which shows your flexibility and tolerance. The book suggests wrapping up conversations quickly and gracefully and summarizing what has been discussed. To end conversations early, the book suggests interrupting conversations with bores, and politely refusing to engage with conversations with gung-ho salespeople. The book concludes that building friendships requires flexibility and tolerance. Adjusting your conversation style. Conversations can be like dances, with each partner having a different style. Most people can be categorized into one of 4 styles, which follow the acronym CHAT. Candid conversationalists tend to get to the point and have a competitive side. Hang-back speakers are good listeners but fear harsh judgment. Accurate speakers respect details and facts but may struggle to discuss subjects outside their comfort zone. Talkative people are outgoing but tend to dominate conversations. To improve conversations, it's important to recognize which style you primarily use, understand its strengths and weaknesses, and blend them with the predominant style of the person you're talking to. This can help reduce ups and downs in conversations and make you feel more at ease when talking to people with different conversation styles. To be a better conversationalist, it's essential to adjust your conversation style and adapt to each different conversational partner. Building lasting friendships. Making new friends can be challenging, but pursuing activities that interest you can help identify individuals with shared interests. Initiating conversations with friendly body language, familiar questions, and small talk can lead to discovering hot-button topics and exchanging information. Suggesting meeting for a coffee or trying out a nearby restaurant together can build momentum. Remembering relevant information from previous conversations and being available for conversations can help maintain friendships. To have good friends, you also need to be one yourself.
In conclusion, How to Start, Get Clear, Get Confident, and Get Going offers a comprehensive guide on mastering conversation skills to help you build stronger connections with others. The book highlights the importance of body language, conversation styles, and listening abilities in effectively engaging with people around you. By finding common ground, discovering hot-button topics, and practicing empathy, you will be able to navigate conversations more easily and develop better relationships. So, take these invaluable lessons to heart and begin transforming your conversational skills and personal connections today.